Hello everyone, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for a Confessions of a Paper Addict design team layout. Now for this layout, I used one of my new favourite cut files. I adore a good stitched cut file, and I've never used this one yet, and I am in love. It is the Stitched Arrows cut file, and basically I just stitched all of the different arrows in different ways. Just sort of filled them in, crisscrossed them. Just a whole variety of different patterns and ways of sort of filling in the arrow as opposed to just going around the edge. And I loved the way it looked. I had to play around with all different ways to lay out my photos in this layout. And hated that I was covering so much of the beautiful stitching and the beautiful background. So I ended up putting one photo in sort of that missing gap in all three of the arrow rows, because that was the best way to cover the least amount of the stitching, because I could not help myself. Now, these photos were taken back in early January when my family and I went to Queensland on a holiday, and we are visiting Movie World. So this is the first time the boys have gone to Movie World. It's only their second time going to a theme park at all. And, you know, some would say Thomas is 3, so having been to a theme park twice already is amazing. But it was the first time Jack really got into it. He could really enjoy it and have a go of different rides and things like that. He went on his first sort of, in inverted commas, baby roller coaster, but even that was a little bit much for him. So this ride in particular that he's on right now was much more up his alley. And he just had a really wonderful, wonderful time. So it was a great day. And it was one of the first days where we didn't worry about Thomas having a nap, and like we just stayed there all day. And yeah, it was a really awesome day. So if you are hunting for this cut file in the COAPA Cutfiles Etsy shop, I do have the link in the description box down below, but it is called Stitched Arrows. And there's a whole bunch of different stitch files in the cut file shop as well. So you definitely probably should check those out. I love stitching on a layout. And there is also over 1,000 cut files in the Etsy shop. So make sure you check the link just to the Etsy shop in general, because you are guaranteed to find a cut file for basically every layout you make. And don't forget, there's one more link in that description box, and that is a link to the Facebook group. You definitely want to join that Facebook group. There's so many layouts that are shared there to offer inspiration, not just cut file layouts in general, as well as challenges. Virginia's got some challenges up at the moment, so don't forget to check those out. A mood board and a sketch challenge, I think it is. Definitely a mood board, but can I remember the other one? Yeah, definitely a sketch challenge. So definitely go and check those out. You might be able to win the prize. So yeah, make sure though, if you're joining the Facebook group, that you answer those questions. Scroll down, make sure you check all the boxes and all that kind of stuff, just to make sure you get through into the group, because it is a private group. What else can I tell you? I have backed my piece of paper, as you can see, on a sort of coral floral coloured piece of paper. It just matches the colour of one of the arrows. So I thought I would go ahead and do that. And I'm using a mixture of collections. It is both the new, the Limits, the No Limits Cocoa Vanilla Studios collection, and also the Good Stuff Simple Stories collection, and that is my Kidaholics kit for the month of April. So if you are familiar with my channel, you're probably getting super sick of seeing this collection, because I've used it quite a lot this month, but I love it. So I can't help myself. What else can I tell you? Oh, have you tried stitching on your backgrounds or on your layouts at all yet? I definitely recommend it. I love how it adds some texture and some color to your layout. I think it's a really fun way to like jazz up your page. So I definitely recommend it. And it's super fun if you like cross stitching and stitching anyway, to just sit in front of the TV and you still get to craft without having to concentrate too hard. So totally should do that. Also, you might have noticed that you missed the whole of that last cluster. My camera cut out and I didn't realize. So I do apologize that you missed the entire last cluster. And I am now up to putting on my title. But luckily I noticed before I got to my title, because otherwise you would have missed that as well. These are just normal stickers that I stuck onto paper, then cut the paper out and have popped those up on foam. So just another little way to use those alpha stickers, but make them a bit more dimensional, because sometimes the stickers look a little bit too flat when you stick them on a page. So really happy with how that works. Just bringing it up for a bit of a close-up because, of course, you couldn't see before. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I was showing you the EK punch that I was using. That is where I punched out the butterflies. So super cute, that punch. It had 4 different sized butterflies and I only used the smaller 2, but really cute. So here are my close-ups. You can see how fun this layout is. I love it. I am so happy with this and I would definitely be using this cut file again. I hope you have enjoyed watching this process video and that I have inspired you to pull out your threads and do some stitching on your own layouts. Thank you everyone for watching and have a happy scrappy week. Bye everyone.